declaring guys, or you got to get to Knoxville after this?
I mean, I won't be in like a super rush to leave, but their race starts when our like debrief goes on, so I'll miss the beginning. So I don't know, I'll probably just roll out after the debrief and get to Knoxville. So yeah, I haven't been here all weekend to even see them for their practices and qualifying. So like, I don't know, I'm kind of out of the loop on everything as it may be already. So yeah, I'm not sure I'll get much about of hanging out today, but I just don't really have the time. So I don't really feel like going in, being in the way for 15 minutes just so people can take a picture of me. So yeah, so no, I'll try and pay attention on my phone as I'm going to the airport and all that, but yeah, I'll have to get to Knoxville.
And racing seems to be a very momentum-based sport. Next year, it seems like it's kind of up and down. Does running Knoxville races like that, can that help momentum-wise just personally? I know it probably doesn't correlate a lot to a Cup car.
Well, I've had a great year in dirt, and our Cup season has been very up and down. Speed-wise, it's been up, but results-wise, it's been up and down. So I would say it doesn't matter.
I guess personally for you,
but yeah, I mean for sure. I mean yeah, like if I wasn't having a good season on dirt, maybe I'd have to be having a worse season in Cup. But I don't really know. So just try to race as much as I can, get as much seat time as I can, and I believe yes, it does help your mentality and your confidence.
Take me through. I know. Take me through getting a good run through turn one, because it seems like that's where you've got your advantage winning at Watkins Glen.
Here?
Watkins Glen.
You're talking about Watkins Glen, or you're talking about here?
Yeah, Watkins Glen, when you got that great, So
you want me to talk about Watkins Glen, or you want me?
Yeah, going through turn one
Gotcha.
at Watkins Glen, sorry.
So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you just like, I don't know, you're just really trying to get a good push behind you. If you're talking about restarts, trying to get a good push behind you and trying to get some sort of advantage into one. But yeah, it's a difficult downhill braking corner, so you kind of have your hands full as you're on the brakes, and you have the compression there at the apex that try and get some grip and get pointed before that. So yeah, once you get running by yourself, it's not too bad. I mean, it's a little bit bumpy under braking and all that, but you want to get a good exit off of one to set up for the whole S's all the way to the bus stop.
It seemed to be where you beat Chase to get the win last time.
Yeah, I guess.
Give my
Why
mic
you
to Rico,
stirring shit
will
up,
you?
Lee?
No, I'm just...
With all this traveling back and forth, have you learned how to nap on the plane? Because I'm sure a lot of times you got to get sleep whenever you can.
I can't really sleep as well on an airplane as I used to, so the flight's so short too. Like it's only like an hour long, so it's yeah, I'll be fine. I'm experienced of going to bed late, being
Getting up
on my
early.
A game the next day.
How are you going to race Indy here in Indianapolis?
Tomorrow's going to be your Indy 500 car reveal. It's obviously the deal's been set for a while, but how exciting is it to finally be able to unveil it to everyone?
Yeah, no, it's exciting. I mean, I've seen a few different looks of it over time, so it's cool that they finally narrowed down on a scheme that everybody liked and agreed upon. And yeah, I think being able to unveil it here at Indy, so far in advance, I think everybody would be really excited. I know I'm excited about it, so it makes it probably seem a little bit more real too, which is great. So yeah, look forward to showing the world what it's going to look like.
These are obviously different tracks than what you race in the playoffs, but where do you guys feel like you are as an organization? I know you talk about your speed, but it seems like maybe you've been a little bit ahead of people here at your teammates at times.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would say right now we're not necessarily worried, but it seems like the Toyotas, the Gibbs cars have gotten a lot better. I would say the Roush cars must have gotten better. They were really good at Richmond last year, but Michigan, they were better than they were last year. But yeah, I would say the Gibbs guys are definitely have taken over being the best organization, or the Toyotas in general, 2311 and Gibbs, where I feel like Hendrick was that team for at least the first half. So yeah, I think we're trying to figure out how to continue to get better here before the playoffs, but then even in the playoffs, 10 weeks is a long time, so you're trying to peak at the right point. So I'm confident that our team and organization can figure it out. We're not far off by any means, but you always want to be a little bit better, so just continue to work hard.
This race might go back to the oval next year. Do you have a preference between the oval road course, and what are your thoughts on being able to do the double header with an Indy car along the NASCAR?
Yeah, I think there's no denying that the oval's going to be a much more boring race probably, but I think just the prestige of the oval is what we would all rather win, I think, on the oval than the road course. I think it just means when you think of Indianapolis Motor Speedway, you don't think of the road course. So, the Brickyard 400 is a crown jewel event that we've lost. So, if we can get it back on the oval, I think that would be great for our sport, and just having another crown jewel event on our schedule.
After Chicago, I think.
Kyle, you've seen some of your buddies, NASCAR Cup drivers, race the SRX series they just did Eldora, where you've been in a truck, and then they're going to a dirt track in Missouri next race. Would you be interested in doing SRX?
It's not on my radar at all right now. I'm so busy doing everything that I do outside of NASCAR that I really don't have time for it. But I don't know. I'll never say never. Right now I haven't really thought about it. They've asked me to run a handful. It just never seems to work out. So, yeah.
Your Tony Stewart dominated Eldora in the last one. Had you been in an SRX car, you think you would have had something to maybe give him a run for his money?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get to watch, so I don't know how the track was or anything like that. So Tony's obviously an amazing race car driver. So yeah, he's always gonna be tough. But I don't know. I didn't. Like I said, I didn't watch, so I don't even know how the race played out.
Have you spent much time over at the Arrow McLaren shop?
This is Harrison Burton, driver the number 21. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, check out one of these two videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.